many of you know, but many of you don't know. I was supposed to go to holiday from 1st July to 18th of July to London um, because I do not have money really. I went by World Packers. I was already once in France by this app, and that was great. Then I was with World Packers in Crete. That didn't go as planned, but it was because there was a man who started behaving creepy. So in the London, I decided that I will go to female host. There will be older woman who just needs help in her home. I decided with this woman, we even exchanged numbers. We called like 4 times. We call each other. We talked about how some things will go to. And something happened, and I still feel guilty for still continuing. But this woman, one day I wake up and her account is deleted on the World Packers app. I'm like, what's happening? But the World Packers did not inform me about anything. There was just written that her account was disabled because of some guidelines of the app, of the website. And I was like, what's happening? What is the deal? So I called with the woman and I asked her what is the problem, and she told me that one World Packer, one of the volunteers, written bad review because they argued about some broken thing, that the volunteer broke something and they tried to put it together, but it didn't really work, and they had some exchange and it didn't go well, and the volunteer put a bad review, and that's why her account doesn't work. And I believed her because that was the woman who I talked with a few times, and she told me this. So even though it was not through the World Packers app anymore, like we talked, and she said yes, your stay is accepted. So it was like on the app, but then I still continued with thinking that I will stay at her place. Yeah, then I was so excited. I packed my things. I spent some money on I tried to find all information about how I can get through the how I can get to UK and how I will travel around, how I will go to London. I had already places where I would want to go in London planned. I have many plans. I had to divide it into days, and I was very excited. I was like, finally, I will again travel. I was not traveling for a year and a half because I was scared after what happened with the guy in Crete. And I was excited and I was like, I will travel alone, and I will be just, I can focus more on myself. I went by Flixbus, which is always a journey, and I don't think that I want to go by it anymore. as much as I'm trying to look like I'm for everything and I can go uh, as cheap as possible, I think I really need good place to sleep. So I don't think I want to travel by Flixbus anymore because I need sleep. And you can really sleep well on one seat. Well, I went by the Flixbus and went to Amsterdam. That was interesting. I really liked it. I was there only for 6 hours between my two Flixbuses. One went from Prague to Amsterdam, and there was 6 hours in Amsterdam, and from Amsterdam to London. So in the 6 hours, I was just walking around. I didn't really had a plan. I kind of just walked around. I find it find everything so far away from, or maybe that's from the Flixbus where I when I came to Amsterdam. Then the museums and everything was too far. It felt like it, but I seen some beautiful places, and it was really new for me to see everything being like so from bricks and so many bikes, but that was very nice to see. But yeah, I enjoyed it there, even though I started to be a little scared for like, oh my god, I'm again in a new country alone. But I complimented some girls in cafe, so I had to felt good. So I speak to strangers and complimented them. It was nice, and then I went again to another Flixbus. After 6 hours, I finally found where I'm supposed to be. It's sometimes hard the stress about like, oh my gosh, I can't find a proper place where I'm supposed to be with the Flixbuses, and everything is not in English or not in language I would understand. Then I went to this Flixbus. It was a bit harder because this went from well, I was supposed to be at London at 5 a.m. So I knew that I had to sleep early because usually at 5 a.m. I'm asleep. So I knew that I have to sleep before and then I need to wake up actually at the right time, and I have to kind of feel a bit refreshed. But we went with this bus through through Netherlands and to Belgium, to France, on the borders, and then at 2 a.m. I think from the 6 p.m. we went from the Amsterdam to the France to the borders with UK, or like the closest you can get at 2 a.m. And I've never done this because I always was in the Europe, so I didn't have to show anything. I just show my ID card and that was it. But I made a passport, special passport, because I knew that I want to go to London, I want to go to UK. So we took our things that we had with us on board on the Flixbus. We take them with us and we put them as if you are going on the airport. We had to go to the special building and then put our things, and they went through the Röntgen? I'm not sure. They can see what we had in there. Then we go through metal thing that detects metal. Everything was okay. Then we went to different kind of checkout. I'm not sure, and we showed our passports. That was okay, and then we went to the third one. That was the final one. We went there, and there were some officers, and they were calling everyone and just looking at the passports and asking questions. And when I came to them, they were asking me, why are you visiting UK? Why are you here? And I was thinking that I would say holiday because that was the main point. I wanted to go there. But I thought that, oh, maybe I should probably mention that I'm going to this lady through the world pickers. So I explained the situation to them, and they didn't really change anything about them. They had a poker face. They didn't let any emotion slip away. But they were asking some more, and it was normal. Everyone was there for a while, and they were asking questions. But then this lady actually said that I need to check something, and no, she said something that I need to check your password in the back, like something that I can sit over there. And I sat there and I was like, oh my god, there's nobody anymore from my Flixbus. They are probably just waiting for me. That's terrible. They will be so upset that it's taking so long. And I was there waiting for so long, like more than half hour. And I was like, oh my god, what's happening? Like, I thought this is just random, and they just picked me because they had to pick somebody always, and they just checked them out. And I was like, maybe it's because I have new passport, so they are like, is it fake? I was like, oh, do I look dangerous? Do I look like I would do something? Do I look like I would steal, or maybe, I don't know, had some drugs with me? I was like, I don't know what's happening. I was was terrible. The waiting, I literally, it was 2 a.m. and I was waiting there, and then she came with the passport. No, she didn't. No, but she told me that I need to go with her, and then I met another officers, and they helped me to put my bags into this one shelf, and I went to waiting room, which was kind of it looked like a cell, kind of, but they tried to make it better by putting there some snacks and drinks, like some Capri Sun or something like that. And there were also, which was very nice, I think, Bible, Quran, and like many some religious books. And also there were coloring books. There also were coloring books, but I tried to color, but they didn't have pencils. They were really working. They were drawing. And there were already some 2 people, and they were sleeping on these mats with some blankets. So I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh, I guess I will be here for a long time. Also, one of the 2 officers told me, like, sorry, this is usually a long process. Like, sorry. That's how it is. So I also kind of slept there between the 2 strangers that didn't speak English at all. It was weird because we were in a room, and there was a big window that we could see through, and the officers could see on us. Now, in the room there was also a big TV, so that was also good. But I think it was not on when I came there. I don't really remember. Yeah, but I slept a little, and again, it was, I don't know how long, really. It could have been 2 hours. And then they took me, these two ladies, police officers, no, like border officers. I don't really know, is this police? I'm not aware of this. But these two women that were checking the passport and asking me the questions at the first place, they took me now to another interview when they asked me similar questions, and they also took my bags, and we go through my go through my stuff together. First they were asking me, like, obviously they were very professional. They were asking me about, like, if I need a translator, if I understand everything, if I'm, if I'm like, I am aware what I have in my bag. So if in case they find some drugs, I will be like, oh, I didn't know. And they were like, you said you know. So things like that. I obviously didn't have any drugs in my bag. I told them, like, anything you can find is like some sharp scissors that I have. That's it. So they went through my stuff. One thing was that they found my my kind of diary or journaling book, but my journaling book does not look really like from Pinterest. It is not pretty. It's terrible. I will show it to you. It's this terrible thing. It is. I made. It was some. It was some book with Harry Potter motifs, but it was kind of. I didn't really like it. It was kind of weird, kind of like funky pop Harry Potter, and I didn't really liked it. But so I put a black paint on it, and I made a pentagram on it, and I wanted to be the witchy pentagram, but it unfortunately did the satanistic one. And I'm writing here lots of crazy weird stuff and everything that comes to my mind. So they go through this. It was kind of weird because I kind of, how I said, I'm journaling there. So I have also some stuff when I'm not feeling good. So they're really weird, uncomfortable stuff. So they were asking me about that too. Were asking me about self-harm too. That was kind of uncomfortable, but they needed to do it, right? And then they were asking me some more questions, like, why am I going there? If I know anybody else there? If I know only the lady, how did we connect? If I ever go by the world Packers again, like in the past. Many things like that. They had whole paper, and they went through that, and another lady was writing it down. And I'm sorry, that was some weird, but they seem like such like cool people. I don't know, just cool women. I hope they are having a nice time. I think they were British, I think, if I remember correctly. I don't think they were French. Yeah, and at the end of the questions, because I was still like, oh my god, maybe this is like about the volunteering. It's not very usual. They don't really know it, or like maybe it's. I hope it's not illegal. I did not think that it would be illegal. I was kind of confused and very tired. And one of the last questions they asked me was like, how aware are you of the problematic of human trafficking? I was like, oh, like, I don't know, I hope I know, like, I don't even know what I said. I think I said something like, I think I know enough, or like, I think I know what I need to know, something like that. And then they asked me, are you aware, or like, do you know that this lady is doing human trafficking? I was like, what? And I first thought that I don't understand. I thought they are just asking me if the lady I was going to, if I do think that, if that's maybe the possibility, if it's like, I did not understand. I was like, no, I don't think she is. I did not understand. And I asked them like, wait, that's something she's known for, or like you are like you are saying that? And they told me that they don't really know. They are not really. They said that they don't really know too much about her. That it still is still being looked for more on her. But I think, as far as I'm aware, that they actually knew her name, and that she specifically, this lady specifically, is being, well, not charged, but this lady is being suspected for human trafficking. So I could have been a victim of human trafficking. And I'm still like, still now I'm thinking like, maybe it's not something like the worst thing I'm imagining, but also on the borders of the whole country they knew about her. So it's kind of, I don't know to which extent they didn't want it to tell me. I was asking them like, wait, how much is there, like any like, and did other people go to her? And they were still saying like they cannot tell me more, and that they don't really know more. They don't really know. That's what they said. But yeah, that's how I knew that. Or like they even told me like, do you understand that we cannot let you go there? Like, do you understand that that's the reason why we are not letting you? And I was like, understandable, get that. I was in shock. I cried. I didn't understand. And now I also cried because I was like, no, my whole plan, what do I do now? So yeah, so they told me this, and then again I went to the waiting room for another 2-3 hours, don't know. I also tried to sleep. They were very nice. They gave me so many tea with milk, black tea with milk. I had so many of them. I couldn't really sleep after this. I was just waiting. And it was actually, this whole process, I was there till 8, actually. 8 a.m., so 6 hours I was here. I don't even know, I slept for so little. Really, like, most of the time it was just the waiting, and I didn't really knew what to do, and I was scared that I could not have my phone with me at all. I was scared that my parents are already like, Yana, how are you in London? Why are you not saying anything? Because I was in contact with them. So I was scared that they are maybe asking for me and I'm not in London and I don't know what to do in the situation. But yeah, after that, they sometimes came to the waiting room and told me some new things. They get me some of. Not sure if I find it. there's just yeah, the immigration papers. They gave me this. Oh yeah, and this. They gave me this, so I know for future. I know they gave me this. And after the 6 hours, I went with two French officers to. They sent me to another building. There was a Wi-Fi, and they just let me there. Like, you can go here. And that's it. Their work was done. I was not allowed to go to the UK. That was it. So I kind of everything just shattered for me because I was really excited to go to London. I wanted to see the place. I wanted to see new places. I felt like, oh my god, I will not travel how I planned. My plan was just gone. And also I cannot see this one person that was supposed to meet in London. And I'm terrified that we will never see each other again because I could not go there. So these three things were just in me, and also I did not sleep at all. And then I had to call this to my mom. I cannot even. Can you imagine this? This is what your daughter would tell to you. Like, I was nearly human trafficked. Now I'm in France and I don't know what to do. But I told my mom that I have already my bag, the suitcase packed, so I will go to Paris probably because I still have some places that I want to visit in Paris. So I will go there. She was like, okay, be safe. Yeah, so I went from what was the name of the place? Okay, but I cannot read it in French because I don't know how you say it in French. Okay, it's a border force Calais. Calais. I don't know how it's in French. Yeah, can you see it? Yeah. So it's there, and from there I had to go to Paris. So I spent another money on the way to get there. It was terrible. I cried so much. Actually because I was so hungry. I was like sleeping for like 1 hour in the waiting room, and there was lights because they had to see on us, right? Everything just went down. I still had to have my suitcase with me. So yeah, I cried. I finally get to Paris. But yeah, I was really tired. I was like, why do I still feel so bad? But I decided that I will go to sleep, and I will be okay. It's just I need to go to sleep. I woke up. I felt much better. I visited some places. It was very beautiful. I really enjoyed it. But still, at the evening, I was sad. Um, I was sad because from many reasons, I was sad because I couldn't meet the one person, and that still did not. I'm still not okay with it right now. And also from something so uh, shallow, I would say, very shallow. And I was like, I cannot. I was like planning to see new places. I was planning to go to the London with the World Packers to see London and to post pictures, and so my friends and everyone else could see how much of a traveler I am. And I was planning to go in August for a month to Paris through World Packers. So I would actually be there. I would live there for the month. I was like, oh, now my now my summer looks very boring from my Instagram. Each of my friends are having some huge breakdown, like huge things in their life. Many of them, like many people of the same age, are having now the bachelor degrees. Some others are in different countries and studying there. Others are just studying things they actually want to study, and others are having like a whole new like person. They're having babies, and I don't know. People are finding the love of their lives and marrying them. So I was like, oh, the most I can do with my life is go London and visit Paris again, because I really like it there. So I was again in Paris, and I was like, I have to enjoy it to the fullest now. But I still got very lonely and felt so lame. But I visited some beautiful places. I did for 2 days. I was really going to many places, and I was walking a lot. I think it's much better because Paris is very small. I think it's smaller than Prague, and you can walk in Prague everywhere. So in Paris you can walk everywhere too. So yeah, I was there. And I never go to bars, or I'm going to clubs with my friend group. I have in here in Czechia, but I only go with them. I would never go to club alone, to bar alone, because I don't want to meet. I'm stressed out by meeting new people. It stresses me out. I don't want to, I don't know, make out with strangers. And I don't drink alcohol. It's pathetic, but I don't go like this. So at evenings, at night in Paris, I was just staying at home. That felt also, it's like, Yana, you are so stupid. What are you doing? Other people your age are, like literally the people from the room in the hostel I was staying at, they were going out, enjoying their time. And I felt like, oh, I'm so boring. yeah, and the third day, no, the second day, I probably got cold somewhere because I catched a cold, like I got sick. And the third day, my throat was hurting, my head was hurting. I tried to go to one trip to visit some places, but I needed to, after one place, I needed to go again to the hostel because I felt terrible and I was so tired I could not walk anywhere. Uh, and I was again crying because I felt alone. I saw the people near the canal of the Seine, and people are just sitting there and chatting and just talking to their friends, and I just felt like, oh my god, I'm here all alone. I have nobody. It felt weird. Uh so yeah, at Sunday I decided, because I felt just my throat was hurting, I decided, okay, I will actually go right now to home. I was supposed to stay till 9th, which is actually today, but I stayed till 6th of July. I went by Flexbus again to home to Czechia. Uh, you don't need to know this, but I puked that day. So I actually genuinely got sick. So I'm glad that I did not actually stay in the hostel. I would not want to puke in the collective bathroom. So yeah. So since 7th, I finally came to Prague and then to home. So since 7th and 8th, I was only in bed. I was sleeping. 9th of this is today. I was also kind of sleeping, but I feel quite better. But this is how my room looks. I hate it. I usually have everything organized. I'm very tidy. But yeah, this is what happened to me. And it feels stupid. So I'm sorry if I'm maybe not answering to you if you are one of my friends. But I feel bad right now. I'm not doing well mentally and also physically. I I I thought that when I will go to some other country and I will like post some new pictures, people will be like, "Oh my God, Jana's also enjoying her life," but I'm actually not. I don't know. I just see people around me having some new things in their life and just having huge things in their life and having some accomplishments. And I have nothing. I never did anything great. And I'm now again going to school that I don't even want to study, because I cannot study film schools because they are either you have to pay for them and I don't have the money to pay for them, or they are too far. So I would have to live in different place, which I also don't have money for. And the FAMU Film Academy in Prague, they don't want me there. I applied there 3 times and they don't want me. And I know I'm not good in a film. I know it. I know I'm not good in acting. That's why I want to study it. If I was good at it, I wouldn't have to study it, right? It just feels so stupid to have this dream. because why would I have this desire if there's no way I can complete it? And it feels so stupid because I have some I have amazing friends, but I still feel like I have to deal with my problems all alone because they are just so stupid and lame and pathetic, and I just do feel inferior to everybody. And I just seeing my people, my friends, I like them, but I'm so envious. I see how they're having nice time. I don't even know what I want. How is it possible that some people my age are having babies? I don't feel like I'm a kid. I'm just a little kid. I do not feel like an adult. So yeah, this is it. Sorry, this is probably so long and so weird. But yeah, this is my video. I will not do anything with it. I'll just post it like this. I shouldn't even post this. Nobody really cares, and I should not post when I do not feel well, but I can't help it. I feel like I need to post this in case somebody wants to understand what happened.